44 gifted from you all together. One gifted right now. Sid Halibut, welcome into the Slug Club. Okay, in terms of this one, all right, we go for the loud. We go for the loud wall. Okay, interesting. It's camo as well. 2 months. Thank you, Fusion Prime on me. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so what I imagine we're going to see is Killjoy switch up over to this, and it's very hard to get information. It's a nice wall. I'll explain after pistol. Oi. What? What? I mean, that would have been really cool if it worked. Was he not full blind and then 180 to hit it?
Meanwhile, the spike is still over towards A. So I mean, yes, you don't get a kill, but you do draw some of the pressure over from the aggressive hit.
What was
now
that?
They've gone on A.
52 HP there from Stellar. Nice shot from TenZ. They get both initial picks, which was a complete difference on split as well.
If I'm not mistaken,
well, if that's how they win their first pistol, then fair play, dude. I mean, he's been unbelievable in this pistol. He's been everything in this pistol. Give me a replay of that first kill. What the hell was it? It didn't look normal from our POV. I want to see it from his.
I'm like, let's not.
Fast pistol. So 1-0 in terms of this one. Altogether, 1-4 out of the whole series.
Just insane confidence because he just swung outdoor, able to deal with the flank very easily as well. After the 1 kill
Prius,
comes in.
give me a replay. Don't do me like this. Thank you.
It's a cool idea to go for this fake, especially if Cryo gets a kill here. What?
Yeah, I'd have confidence after that too, bro. I feel real good if I got that kill.
Yo. That is okay. Def.
Hey, it's a huge start.
He's the pistol round king. Yes. After that. Threatening this one way. Some pressure applied here to 100 Thieves early. No wall used yet for Stellar.
Okay, in terms of this, the only hero gun is a frenzy right now. Did they just hit 4 with the knife? I think they did. No one wants to take too much util. Insta change up from Sentinels in terms of moving their Killjoy over towards B, and that's in terms of reaction because they saw the wall. Looks like they might have talked about this as well, because this is an interesting setup, and this is actually the counter to the loud wall, where I think it's, I need to try and see it properly. It's this, right? I need to wait and see it. But this is the counter. Yeah, there's no wall this round, but we'll talk about it when it comes. Nicely handled. Good timing from... Good timing for the person that came outdoor as well, but they got nothing for it. Everyone was dead. Okay, real clean on this one. 1 armor rebuy. That is it for everyone. So very, very nice.
I need to see Cryo really work at getting this op up very fast. When I think of 100 Thieves and I think of Ascent, I don't know why, the first thing that comes to mind is Cryo ripping into 100 Thieves.
Okay, so this is the wall right here, and the thing that they were doing is pretty cool. So they're doing turret like this that spots them getting out, so in theory that's for here. A lot of the time they're doing the alarm bot here. But again, I like this wall, it kind of segments it, right? You use this first segment to cross over to this side, and then obviously you can kind of just lurk out, and it creates constant pressure as well, especially when you're going for splits. So mid pressure with this is a bit of a nightmare. There's a few good Killjoy setups that you could do. I think the turret maybe over towards here is a little bit better than this, but this isn't too bad. Oh, nicely done. What the hell?
Surprised at that shot at all. Love the drone going up there as well.
Yeah, everyone is there.
First guy out.
Your entry omen, of course. Dev trades it out though. 4v3 here, still in favor of 100 Thieves. They've got
damn, Derek. Okay, the attack Odin.
Planted.
Just a bonus into this, but obviously the hero NA buy we saw come in, so
Derek instantly working this Odin too.
That's what it's going to be on top of this.
On a wall, on a map
might
like
be
Ascent
wanting to
these
save
walls,
one of these guns. Oh, this damage is good though.
The way they will, Ascent and Stellar won't have to buy armor as well. Again, to kind of continue this point of the financial advantage of 100 Thieves to be able to get out of this as cleanly as possible, to keep weapons, to keep armor.
Yeah, either decision is fine here for me, whether it's going for kills or saving. I think I would prefer...
Oh, just out of reach. Yeah, he can survive here depending on where the spike's planted.
Yeah, nice.
That's huge.
Nicely done.
TenZ will get another shot.
Right, with that as well means that everyone can buy, so
TenZ going for the early peek.
huge
One thing
round.
that the wall gives you is allows that fight
light
to be
armor,
100%
maybe
isolated.
not as huge as I thought.
Usually somebody's
They
playing
can buy
on the
next.
boathouse.
So yeah,
switch
light armor
area,
mania,
maybe down
again,
lane
just
as
means
well,
that they can buy
where
next if
TenZ
they
can
lose
fall
this
back
one,
into them.
so...
But in this case with this wall,
Sentinel's in a pretty good spot considering it's 2-1.
He's by himself.
How are we handling this wall now?
Let's see where he
Alarm bot
chooses
over
to go.
towards middle.
Right here.
Okay.
At the Odin on the side of Zekin too.
Sentinel's definitely been watching a good amount of the stuff that Loud's been doing. Whether
They're
I mean,
not
this is
finding
just a
anything
straight
early
carbon
on.
copy of their Viper stuff.
That is completely
Okay,
off of just knowing the positions.
that's
that players are going to
wild.
dart from, that players are going to spam from.
I mean, what do you do with that?
That is, Zekin didn't even spam, by the way, at that beginning of the round. He knew Derek had an Odin in his hands, knew that there was going to be a little bit of danger. So he's not giving up that he has an Odin, that he's even going
Okay,
for
in
that.
reaction, Def goes walking middle, trade is there, nice
Derek,
swings
get
from
another
top mid. 100 Thieves in control of this one.
That's 2 with Yoda now.
A very greedy way to try to get back into this round here from Sentinels. Walking up cat, I think with one person going for it, especially if it was TenZ, for example, maybe you can get escape. But that there is your smoker and your initiator. And TenZ's op is going to be a non-factor in this round.
Okay, let's see.
Pankada's smoked off. Does have some info. He knows they're there.
And not die through the smoke with the spam here. He's going to go for it.
Okay, not going for
Has to
anything
give
else.
some
Might
room
just
to
be
TenZ to
saving
maybe
into this,
find
but
a
I think
different
they should
weapon.
try to do damage
Yeah.
really, but
Or at least play safely enough.
in terms
where
of the
things go a
econ,
little sideways, you
2-4
can
on
keep
top
the
of all
eye.
of this.
Spike planted.
I mean, his movement right now is indicating to me that he is going
So,
to do that.
yeah.
Just in spawn, walking
Yeah.
slightly further back to literally where his opponents start the round. Yeah, full save here. And that is, again, just... I mean, that early pick against second. I'm not sure as well how or where they're getting the information about what Pankada's position is and how he's using his util. But they made the right choice.
Odin
of rotating
super good
back
against
over towards
this.
B. TenZ, I think, wasn't even
Because
spawning
they,
Pankada.
yeah,
He's
because they put it
close.
up at the beginning and want to every time it gets put up,
Oh,
you
they
can just
know he's
spam.
close too now that that alarm bot is actually
Yeah,
up
that's true.
in this.
It's nice.
Yeah, but he could be anywhere. He's not going to get challenged at all. That's wild. Either way, that gets us at 2 apiece. You mentioned TenZ saving the op, still has it this round.
Right here.
Yeah. I mean... that's just...
I want to see Zekin's reaction.
Me too, that's exactly...
I mean, that's how it feels when you get Odin through the wall. It's the blowback.
It's like a recoil.
Cryo's actually updrafted already pre-round, so you can get
recoil.
a fast peek with this flash off the
Uh-oh.
opposite ledge for the one way.
He goes up, there it is, the flash is
Damn,
there, he
nice
swings
turn of
around.
it.
2 spotted. Oh, it's tempting, I know it's tempting. He wants
Kinda
to
your
show
old
some of the other
head
side
keeper.
too. But the smoke, once again, provides some cover.
But they don't, yeah, they don't do your
That's sight
trick.
given. TenZ taking a lot of space.
It's the budget version,
Stellar
yeah,
to hold him
yeah.
off.
He gets those
He
kills if
knows,
you
he
want.
knows, he's waiting for it, but TenZ lands the shot.
Def has the null command for retake too. So gonna shut down a lot of the counter flashes. Potentially shocks as well. Oh, Bang is ulted all the way off site right now.
Well, I think they had to because of the fact that Stellar died. So they have to consider this. Meanwhile, the fight is
Oh,
going to continue.
you've done
on the side.
great.
The ult
You've
has been
done
used. Cryo's
great.
able to hold them back with 2, not able to land the 3rd. Can Pankada do a bit of that? Sasi dropping down. Asuna drops him. Pankada's left in this 1v2.
Oh, good
Yeah,
smoke.
time's kind of low on this.
Rotate all around that smoke as soon as Asuna takes the contact. He's not actually doing it though. He fell back into aim in. Pankada has a chance.
Yeah,
Enemy remaining.
He's gotten down
He's
to
playing the
1v1,
one-on-ones
but
'cause
time
of
is going to
time.
be the big issue here. Bang spams. And the round is secured.
Nicely done from 100 Thieves. It's literally
Had
just
to go for
reverse
half
of
there,
the
somebody
other
instantly
the other
spamming.
Yeah,
maps.
absolutely.
They finally got a
Knowing
pistol,
you
but
can't
then they
fight
lose
back.
all of these rounds.
Great round. And also just to TP out of that situation, I'm wondering, Sasi was still up in that case. I know they were worried about the 10th flank, but there's no way he continues on that flank with the op. I mean, I say no way, but there's definitely something you got to consider.
Or maybe not even him, but if he wasn't alone. he had to
Munchables,
deal with
what's
that.
up,
He
dude?
picked up that Vandal too.
Hope you're doing well, mate.
In Stellar's
3
hands.
months in the slug club.
And somehow, some way.
Chat, you
we're
know
still
what to do.
gonna
Let's see him.
some-
Okay.
weapons in the hands
It was
of
a
the
fake one.
Sentinels
Dude, I was
players,
wondering what on
even
earth
though
was
they've
going
been
on there.
losing round after round.
One kill gets some blades. And you just mentioned a couple of rounds ago his ability to play through this, but bang!
And that is timing there. Bang is going for that TP anyways, I think, especially with this orb. Mimi mentioned it on
In
the
terms of
desk
this,
before
don't
we went
worry
into this
too
game.
much.
How
Good thing to
flexible
note
you
is
can be.
Sassy is
And
saving
look at the coverage
enough
as well.
money for
Bang
TenZ
keeping
is
the
up.
smoke up threatens
But yeah,
this
kind
mid
of
push and isolates anybody who wants to actually
kind
push
of been
through.
brutal since the pistol with a 4-2 on attack.
Right here.
Bawa, thank you so much, mate, as well,
This is
with the
cool
Prime.
from
4 months in the
Sentinels.
slot
They're
club.
grouped
Appreciate
actually in
you.
front of
Thank
the
you for
wall
the support,
on top
mate.
of the turret.
Thank you,
That's
thank
a
you.
recipe for an easy kill, but
Yeah.
Oh boy, 3 people here though.
Could be all the difference. Asuna with the flash down.
Let's see what
allowing
Pancada can do. It's
the
plus with a
dash
hero
out from
gun.
Cryo. Bang pushing his way forward. Keep a close eye on Sassy on the flank. It may not matter. It may be too tuned before he gets here. You see Bang swinging around, getting a third with it.
Player standing.
And we got a little bit unlucky there because Bang was 6 HP.
It's a bit too late.
Spike planted.
Doesn't even have a gun.
Oh my
4 on the
goodness.
round for Bang, and 4 on the board for 100 Thieves.
Alright,
as soon as the guns have come up,
what do you
it's
reckon,
been
chat?
so
They paused
clinical.
before this one.
And it's
It's
continuing
they
that
need
trend
it.
that I mentioned at the beginning of this game. 17
They're gonna get
and 9.
op out.
First kills to
Oh,
first deaths.
they might not
Four
get
hundred
op
Thieves
out,
on
but they
Split.
probably will. He has his ult, but
And it's
they did
the
literally
same
save
sort of
for it.
pattern.
Spike down. B.
Hey, that's just criminal that he gets that one.
The shorty's pretty good.
That's a confident smirk if I've ever seen one either. Timeout called here by Sentinels. A small lead, but a lead nonetheless.
I don't even necessarily, outside of that one round right there with the orb, isolating TenZ, the Viper hasn't necessarily provided so much. Maybe the pistol round as
Yeah,
well,
good time for a pause. I mean,
from 100 Thieves.
they gotta
These
start stacking
executes are
some
just
rounds.
really good from them. And the patience they have to wait for it. I think specifically the round as well where Cryo fast updrafts and gets on A 2 rounds ago. They're making it very, very clean.
Oh, man, poor guy's sign's upside down. Someone tell him. I got you, bud. But yeah, no,
I'm looking at TenZ here, Doug.
Yep,
The
1000%.
entire time he's been trying to get a sniper up, trying to get a marshal, trying to get a kill. And unfortunately, the only time he does find some contact is when he has a marshal. You've seen him work magic with that.
Right.
This time he's got the op.
Anything
Where does he
for
go?
this one? Much better. I like this turret. This turret is a good one.
I think if there was ever
Get
like
info
an
early
idea
on.
with the Viper, it's going to be
Are we
trying to deny
Omen
TenZ some
flashing?
space. But it
No.
really hasn't been factored.
he got under it.
As Derek was expecting it.
And
Nice
down.
kill.
Was just a bit late.
That's been coming late to see if
Yeah,
they're playing
Derek was
close aim
kind of
and clear
expecting it,
wine if
but
they're not.
maybe not enough.
You don't have to spend any non-refreshable utility. That's it.
Flash
Just
free to
talking
take
about how
aim
the
with the knife that
first
lands here.
kills have
Again,
been so
Fnatic
instrumental
knife
for
goes
100
in,
Thieves.
Recon goes middle,
That
that's
is
going to
10
scan
finally
no
finding an
one.
opening.
So, off that information,
He's floating
they
so much,
trade
rotating
and
so
put
much.
3 over
It's
towards
almost
here.
a trend.
I like
If you
this
get the
change
kill on
up.
one side, he's gonna be on the other side
Do we
of
have
the map instantly.
we have a drone? Okay,
I think
might drone short.
understanding that after 3 maps of play.
Paranoia out. The dash from Cryo follows shortly thereafter. Playing around the wall, playing around
Okay,
the
they
smoke.
decide to just leave site here. So,
And now playing up towards the
not
side.
too bad. In
Side
terms of the
establish some
retake, they do
control
have
here. Stellar
Killjoy,
making sure
just
there's
where
no
they're
flank
just
as Asuna
going
gets the
and
spike down.
taking heavy shots. So ready for this one. They're talking about Heaven, they're pinging here, so maybe this is the Heaven ult
How much do
instead
they
of the one over
re-explore
towards
here?
short.
How far do they push?
Ooh, look at Stellar. Going
Recon's
for
come up for a second.
holding cat. They know everything about what's coming through.
Ah, nice
Tree,
TenZ.
Gets some time,
Nice
gets one with the
decision
blades,
making.
but yeah, here's the fight in the tree that I was just mentioning. You don't expect Stellar there. Oh,
Not the best plant.
oh, they're gonna get the whole thing for free. Yeah, that just half open stops it.
Oh,
Starts to get back on.
Can he get another? Can he get another?
man.
Well played, so well played.
Yeah,
The
thank God I played
turret in
pretty
the
well.
smoke, him in the smoke. You peep that
Not the
out
best
and-
entrance to the
I mean,
smoke there,
there's
but
just
it's
so much
unlucky.
to deal with.
Hey, right. Okay, Pancada did. get
Nice
it.
round from... Honestly, nice round from TenZ.
Brazilian duo, man. Whenever they're into 2vx, just gotta give it to him. That's great pressure with that lockdown. There's no response really for it. Derek, remember, he was the guy who went down first. I'm not sure if he had his Hunter's Fury, if it was even going to be a super factor.
He was also just a little bit slow entering it, I'm pretty sure. Oh my goodness, sorry chat.
TenZ as well with some heroics. Updrafting with the lockdown.
Right here.
Fast start here coming in from Derek.
Revealing area.
He's looking for a fast ult, I think.
Yeah, he's
Tag
got
second.
it.
Oh my
There it
goodness.
is. What kind of fancy footwork does Zek have? It looks like he's going to be able to survive.
Okay.
That's a
Prediction.
full waste.
Went for a
he wants to
50-50 on this
instantly
one
use
with
that
a bit
so
of
that
the
he can
prediction.
immediately get it back before Pancata gets his ult back on. Even though it could have been a factor late in the round. That could be the difference in ult cycles.
Oh, I was going to say that dart hit.
Oh, I'm
But patience
surprised he
from TenZ.
didn't. Dude, I'm surprised he didn't go for that.
He cleared a lot.
I thought that was you, Nismo.
I don't think the alarm bot was even. Oh, actually, it
We
definitely
got
was.
2 of you.
2 nanoswarms here, no alarm bot. And caught in an off angle right now. This flash is not going to hit.
Stays alive.
Uh-oh. 3 people here, though. Good pressure. Instant
So they
pivot
used
back
flash
after
to
they
get
broke
out
all the
into tree.
Uto.
They
I
look
like
for
this a
pin.
lot.
They give the space
Knife
back
went
up.
in a little bit too
So
early.
it looks like they want to end up B. Derek
Def
should
still
have
has a
his dart back
nade,
up here
though.
pretty soon.
Hey, right about that. Ult's in the B main, so this split is actually
Nice
real.
instant
Def
Omen
is
ult
gonna
to
have
the
a
back of
great flash
sight.
here from Satsu, who also ulted in the back of sight with second.
Getting a little chaotic here. They've been bumping into each other. Sasi still trying to play back side.
Wow,
He's been
they dealt with
exposed.
that
They knew
really
exactly
well.
where he was. So 100 Thieves get the spike down. They get control of the site. And the question is now, how do they deal with the onslaught of Sentinels as they try to approach this retake from a
going on
couple of
in
different angles? They're going to have to deal with the pit too. Surely he doesn't do something like that.
Oh, bang.
Like, all I'm saying is you got the mod if you want to use it.
Nobody's in the pit though with Stellar. Yeah, they're gonna save.
Yeah, there's just no way in.
This is looking very brutal here. This attack
Coached
side,
by Himmy?
this
Damn,
map
this is a nice team at the
has,
moment.
has leaned in the past year very defensive side. Skewed so
Okay,
far.
how much
Very
damage can Def get? Good crossfire. 1.
That's the way
Two.
to get one. That's actually huge.
Nice, they locked them all in.
Right?
Not too bad.
That's
Obviously,
big.
they
Yeah,
didn't
no,
get the
that's
round,
big.
but a little bit of damage out. That's
Stuff like
definitely
that
going to help.
is a way back in late in the half.
But it's still,
Where,
yeah,
where
it's
you
an
start
uphill
to get
battle.
flawless rounds, where you start to force the other team to save, that's when the bank builds up. And they kept that up. They're going to force into it. Outside of the last round, it's really been all 100 Thieves since the pistol and the anti-eco. They're marking so much on this A side right now. I'm wondering if this knife is slightly different to actually target the KJ.
Possibly. It looks like it may go a little deep. Meanwhile, the op is across the middle of the map.
Info here, info here.
So that
TenZ
cleared
is
one,
going
okay?
walking.
That's the
Oh
cue
man, I
for
feel
them. They
so
don't have
sorry
to
for
spend any
Sassy.
utility, they
Puts his
can
Omen
just go
flash
for
like
this.
it's perfect.
Oh, the counter flash might have been good. Pancata. Oh, but he just gets spammed through the smoke again. Sassy's still alive, dancing around the generator, but he's got a drone, he's got a target, he's got way too much to
Oh,
deal
that's
with. Bang!
disgusting as well.
Finds another. And is this another save situation?
Spike
Yeah, TenZ has
planted.
got the op. I think it might be. I think it might be. He's just not able to, on this defensive half, they're just reading him very well. The only time he's gotten a
they're
pick with
kind
it
of all over them
early
a
in the
lot.
round has been A main. And he is trying his best. They're not showing in mid. When they do show in mid, they're being elaborate with the
Right
orb.
here.
He's getting denied so much vision with that orb.
Oh, he may be in trouble here.
I mean, at this point, the bank is
Revealing
going to
area.
start rolling no matter what, so TenZ.
Oh.
Blows his hand off.
Yeah, it feels like him not... This
And I don't think he's
smoke
going to be
here,
challenged any longer.
I don't know, it's doing...
Honestly,
It's doing
they
bits, to
probably
be
don't
honest.
even, at this point, care
I
that this
agree
guy
with
is saving
Bala.
an op every round. They're nullifying his impact. I mean, talk about as well, finding him on split, for example. Remember, the common theme I was saying, Derek is consistently just flashing him off. He's consistently getting droned off the angle, too. It's a similar story here. They are just not walking into his angles.
And it kind of reminds me of what you were saying earlier. It's not like he's been stationary. He's been at the exact same spot every time, and they know to just push away from him. He's been very mobile. He's been attacking different sites, and he still has been evaded.
Knife hits
I think
one.
a lot of what is changing here. For Sentinels
Yeah, so
is
again,
only
TenZ
the
is
setup
just
for
kind of...
There we go.
TenZ's all vision's
Didn't
getting
walk
blocked
up.
off from
The crazy
here.
thing is the timing was just so narrow.
And then obviously it's blocked
Been
off
there a
over
little bit
towards
earlier,
A
these
main.
5 TCs
I mean,
more.
sorry, B main with this wall
It's
all the
def-
time. So
Moment
literally
to
his
walk
only
all
kind
the
of
way up the
avenue
tiles.
is
He
to
hears
do
a lot
something
about
like
what's
that.
rotating right now. Asna one off his ult.
Uh-oh.
You've got
I
Second
swear,
playing
a lot of the
backside, too.
time, it's one person on site having to go huge. Last round
How
was
much can he
Sassy.
find?
This
How
time
lo-
it's
how long can he stay
second.
alive? How much damage can he cause? He pushes into the smoke, tries to get cheeky, and Cryo's there to greet him. There's the off that we've been talking about, not able to land the shot. Is TenZ suppressed? Tries to work another angle, tries to find some more space. The thing is, you haven't cleared out Bang. And I think as soon as Bang finds out that there's pressure, yeah, he can just play this so
Yeah,
carefully.
he doesn't have to do anything.
Such a menace with those deep smokes on the chokes for him to walk out of.
Player standing.
He doesn't
Another
even have
save
to show
attempt.
himself.
Oh, this is actually really dominant at the moment.
Honestly,
I love how
again,
they're playing
this
it
time
though.
TenZ found an opening with the op, right? He was able to get the opening pill. Def was in a really good spot.
Yeah,
Takes
every
that
single
space,
time though,
denies
it just
info,
feels
while
like
gathering a lot of his own.
sites are weak and it's like half.
100 Thieves
Like a
just
lot of
don't
the time you
care.
either want to leave it heavier or you want to fight
I
it
think two
heavier. It
things.
just feels like it's like some weird in between
Def
where
going
they're
for the flank
like,
there, that's like the
I'll
the second
fight
time
and
they've gone for
I'll
flank.
I'll
One
try
time
and
it was
spam and
TenZ,
help you
who
and
went
use
for it
some
with the op,
util.
got himself
But
a
a lot of
kill.
the times they're using
But
their like
Thieves is
recon
doing
at
a
the
great
beginning,
job
so they
actually
don't have a
covering up
recon
those
that can
spaces.
go
Remember,
in.
They don't have a Sentinel,
I don't know.
so ability to get behind him.
I
is
would rather
there.
they just
Def
all
going
left
for it,
side instead of having like
covered up
one
by
person. Well, especially
Second thing as
more
well
over
is
towards A.
Zekken is
I
struggling
like
when he
fighting
gets
way
pushed.
heavier on B. I like having
Over and
2B,
over.
but
He's trying to make a play into a smoke, something like that. And normally he's so good on this Sova.
Cover going out.
Often isolated as well, as we saw in the previous round. It was just him against the world, really.
In previous iterations with Zekken playing the Sova on Ascent, it's been with Exet a more of a floater role, not necessarily committed to this B anchor. This is the first round he's not tethered toward this B site.
He's just spotting mid.
Toxins going up.
Tell of the
damn,
light
chat.
buy
They
from
want
Pancada.
pistol as well.
Can't drop utility there to cover it, so you've got to put Zekken there
They want
instead.
pistol and bonus, right?
Derek thinks twice about it. The shot close by.
I feel so
Kinda now
sorry for
understanding
this
the
solo
pressure
anchor
headed his way. No,
every
he has
single
nothing but
time.
a sheriff. Zekken close by.
Good
He
luck.
was 1 point
It
away
was
from having that
Zekken.
Hunter Fury too, but
It was
he's got to
Sassy.
find a pick. He's
Then
got
it
to
was
find a kill.
Zekken. That was Pancada's turn.
And now Pancada put in the position the Zekken was just a few moments ago. And it's going to be difficult to find any semblance of success, and he's not able to do so.
First time they
There it
flooded
is,
out of
Zekken and
spawn
take it.
though, with
Zekken
multiple
and
numbers.
BDF, excuse me. Get one. Derek's timing is gorgeous!
Player standing.
But Sassy with the trade. It's a 1v1.
Oh, he's going for the res. Asna's
He's got to
walking
be careful.
upstairs.
He's got to be careful.
Damn, they can't even get the clutches out. It's unlucky. It was a nice attempt with just a flood over towards spawn.
Clutch, whatever you want to
Early
call it. Still
retake.
turns out to be a Red Bull clutch, nonetheless.
What? I mean,
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Down B.
I'm wondering if he recognized the spike wasn't planted and that there was 11 seconds left. And
I don't know.
he goes back on the res too, so he must have slipped off of that. That's a huge blunder. I'm not even sure if he had the time to go for it anyways, but that situation certainly cemented his fate. Going for it, looks like a shark attack here. Yep, TenZ, insta dash,
No
dart
one there.
down mid as well.
There's no one there.
Nobody here, and they're doing exactly the proper counter.
Okay, but at least
I don't
they
even think
can
even
all
had the
retake
info, but
together
they're
and
just
take
going
some map
straight into
control.
A-main. That tends
So
to
this
be a
actually
hard
might be
counter
their
when you
best
go for it.
chance. This is an
Some
issue
aggressive
though.
plays down mid, but hey,
That's huge.
this is good. Three
Yeah,
players are gonna
Stella
fight up
might-
and get Stellar.
Stellar's got to be big here.
Well,
Stellar's doesn't find anything.
okay, they have no map control on this one.
Crowds
Should-
around. They haven't cleared
should
out
be
line.
fine.
You can tell
Nice
how
nade.
100 Thieves want to set the line of battle further up. They refuse to give up main.
Is there a flash here from Asuna? No.
He's got 11 HP. This is so tough for Derek. Yeah, TenZ and Saucy able to clean it up. But it's not done yet. It's now 2v2 here. Blades in play for
Oh,
TenZ, and they're
what the-
good. Can Cryo do this by himself?
Nicely
no,
done.
he cannot.
Much better. Just
The defuse
this is like
comes
one of the
through,
first rounds where
Sentinels
actually
get
they
to
don't
four.
have just like someone getting wrecked over towards site and they can play together.
They
much. I like
absolutely
this.
needed that.
This was good.
This game was
Took him a
already
while
starting to
though
look
to actually try something
very,
different.
very difficult and out of control.
Well, but I think it's still concerning, right? As much as we talk about how Ascent tends to be defender-sided,
All right, Sentinels must win pistol.
that 8-4 doesn't feel great.
Yeah, and now you have a Viper to deal with on defense. Like, that already increases some of your win rate on defense. Insane shots here from TenZ.
That right click from that distance, it's just kind of insane.
You could hear it. That was, yeah.
I was thinking about that
That's
Conquer.
TenZ free.
I was thinking about that, Duke.
Absolutely
Maybe,
outrageous. An 8-4
maybe
lead
that is what
in
I should be
favor of
doing.
100 Thieves at halftime.
Because
We're
people
actually
could
going to
click
throw
like
it down to
the
the
wrong
desk to see
one,
what they
right?
think about that first half.
I also didn't want to give away the score, I guess, by it being like obvious if they won the first map and I only uploaded two.
Honestly, because that was it was an interesting half in that, well, at the very least for 100 Thieves. I mean, we got to see Derek just have fun. He looked like he was having a grand old time out there.
That guy is nutty.
It just felt like everyone was like clicking out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's-
really did.
that's
And I
also
think
what I
that
was
this is
thinking.
another map where 100 Thieves is showing us the preparation in the preset executes and also in their mid rounds. And I wanted to look first at one
Just
of those
prefer a
executes
full
that this
match,
team,
just
pulled
upload
out
just
in
a
round
whole-
5,
interesting.
where it was this really
that would
fast
make-
A main
that would
control,
be easier for
with
me.
a Sova dart and a dash,
A for Prince
off that, KO
with the
flash,
prime.
and you actually see
Thank
Kyle's
you so
looking
much. Chat, new
behind
member
him so he
of
doesn't
the
get
Slow
blinded
Club.
by that flash and taking his
Let's
way all
show
the
a
way
warm
into
welcome.
sight. This isn't a particularly special play. This isn't one that 100 Thieves thought up on their own, but it's one that they actioned on really well. And that's what I was kind of surprised by. This half
Yeah,
for
maybe
me, it didn't feel
maybe that's
defined by
better.
that Viper,
Maybe that's
and more
way
so
better
just
for the
by
VODs. I
mid-rounds
just
and the
upload the
executes
full
that this
best
squad
of
is
3
pulling out
and
for the side of
have
100 Thieves.
But they've
timestamps.
still been able to show as well that kind of like mid-round adaptation as well. This round in particular, we're seeing the tail end of it, but it started off with a bit of that early pressure into mid where they broke down the alarm bot, they broke down that tree control as well,
Yeah.
and then they pivoted in the mid-round, adapting into that B hit as well, like that late control of B main. So they're showing both sides of it again. We've been talking about this over and over and over again so far with this 100 Thieves team, and right now they are finding that balance and they are sailing away with it on Ascent. This is a map that in particular can be quite difficult to gather up those rounds or on that attack side, but 8 on attack side, this is looking
That's
almost
huge.
unbeatable, to be honest. If you're Sentinels, I feel like this is such a difficult uphill battle for you now.
Yeah, and I feel like in this second
Yeah,
half, this is
interesting.
where we're really going to get to see some of the creativity with this Viper come
gonna ask
out.
that,
Using
yeah.
the utility to anchor down sites. The orb plus mollies can provide so much stall. So Sentinels are going to have to match 100 Thieves' performance. They're going to have to really lean into this mid-round. Things that give me hope, though. TenZ
Don't
thus
throw
far
it.
has
I
been
mean,
playing
yeah,
a
it's
really
theirs to
good
lose
game.
at the
They haven't
moment.
managed
It
to
really
follow up off his individual performances, but if he can keep them in that direction here, maybe there's a chance for Sen.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I think everyone in the venues also just wanted to see Sentinels climb their way back into this game. They certainly have the tools to do so, but can they do it as we look to wrap up Mat 3 in our first match of VCT Americas? Let's send it back to Balla and Doug.
The question, excuse me, on everyone's mind, very poignantly placed. It's really all on Sentinels. They have the tools in place. Can they get back into this thing? You're going onto the attacking side of Ascent, which statistically and historically is tougher sledding. I mean, really across the board, Balla.
Definitely is. And I'm super interested in how this comp actually fares for 100 Thieves on defense. Not having the Killjoy on B, for example, that one's tough. They're already leaning towards this retake wall. We've seen this before.
TenZ only died
In
6
VCT.
times. I guess he was just
Definitely
saving
gives
all
you a
the
lot
time.
of room
He was
to work
locked
with,
out
and
a lot.
also room to play behind. I really like the wall that Stellar throws out right off the bat here. And they are cheating forward towards A.
There's one play mid without a Sentinel, normally 2-on-2, but a
Meanwhile,
lot of
Spike
people's
and
approach
three
when they
members
do
of
the kind of
Sentinels
comp with no
RP.
Sentinel is they try and heavy punish
My
middle
first thought
early
on
on,
this
so
defense
they're
here,
kind of scared of
Sentinels
going
has
there.
to be using mid.
But a
So
lot of the time you don't
often
actually need to
have
make
that KJ
pressure,
alarm bot
so
cueing you when something is happening.
there's a few approaches.
Have to be clean with it. They're going to use a dart to clear the bottom of mid. Use a knife
Oh
as well.
boy,
That is so
Sova
much
and
info.
Omen are here? What's this overwhelm like?
Second starts droning. Oh.
The fight they made, and now the paranoia, the flash counter, as nobody can see a dang thing! But the kills still go in favor of Sentinels. Can Bang find anything?
Okay,
No, Zach
I've been loving
A rough start
I've been
to
loving the
first
100
half,
Thieves pistol, not this
but an
one. This one
excellent
didn't.
start to this one.
This one did not sit with me. This one wasn't. This one wasn't the best.
Oh, and he tucks under, he stays alive. Now Derek with a whole lot to do in the 1v4 TenZ and Saucy both weak, but it's not
Yeah,
gonna
that
matter.
one.
Sentinels win the pistol.
That one did not look great.
that's
Some
so
low
curious
HPs
that
here
they
make it
win
look
both
more
pistols.
convincing than maybe it was in
Finally, when
terms
they
of
didn't
some
win
of
a
the
single one
duels,
in the entire
but
series up till this map.
that over
And they're
towards
down
A main
the
was
most
not
that they've
the
been.
one, really.
It's keeping him in the game for sure.
There's so many team flashes here, but Saucy finally as well comes
Ah,
up
they-
with the
They
major
cut it
one.
out.
And Zekin comes alive too.
One enemy.
You can tell confidence brimming again, even with that rough start.
All
to be
right.
able to swing out
In terms of this
confidently,
one,
boldly
it's
take
about
the
time
fight.
though that Sentinels
It's a
won a
good
map
sign
with
for the
2
young
pistols.
Standing
So,
ahead.
in terms of pistols altogether, right? It's been this.
And they have
Let's
switched the wall
show
into a more
this just for this one.
mid-control focused one on this eco.
It's interesting here how Cryo plays this. He has no Q, so he doesn't have anything to proc the dash off of. He's just kind of waiting. There it is. Yeah, there's just
Nicely
not
handled.
a whole lot you can do there.
Yeah. And that's a situation where you might have a turret from KJ normally, where you can queue your dash.
How
off with
clean
KJ
can they
turret
get this? In
activated,
terms
somebody
of how
shooting at
Sentinels are
something like that.
approaching this, again, rifle, 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 2 deaths are allowed.
Absolutely
And
correct.
then
Hundred
into
Thieves
the
will
next
push
round,
them
these
in,
2 people with pistols will be
which
buying
we saw them
rifles,
trying
and
to do
in
the
theory,
pistol,
they
and
have
it did
a
not go well.
5 rifle
Think they might
bonus
be able to get
round.
smoke off on this. Yeah, bang.
Let's see
But
if
he's
it stays
fine.
like
Yeah,
that. In
spots
terms of everyone's positioning, it's great right now. The person taking the risk is Sassy, who's just popped 3 of them.
Yeah, that's clean.
Nicely done. Get your ecos.
Fun to watch Saucy get these tags.
Yeah, that was good. Okay.
Flawless round coming through for Sentinels. Again, to stay in this fight, to keep this thing up, right?
Very, very
And
clean.
you know, I mentioned it a
Very
little bit in the
clean so
first half,
far.
but something
All
we
right.
don't talk about very often.
Very
Coming
good
out of the
bonus
second
as well on
round
top
after
of
using
this.
the pistol and trying to preserve armor, so you don't have to invest that money as well. Just so much for
There
setting
it
you
is.
off
There's the 5
financially at a
rifles,
good
and they
start.
can buy 5 rifles next round. So huge bonus for them, and huge round for 100 Thieves. They can't
Yeah,
buy
I've been
next,
seeing a
but again,
subversion of
this
the
buy is pretty much
expectations
similar
defensive
to
side
this
in
buy
this
if you're looking at this.
recently.
Maybe just a few
So who
guns
knows,
different,
maybe
but
Ascent too. Let's add that to the books.
very
too.
nice from Sentinels.
But the first half, if that was anything to go by, the
Knife
gun
goes
rounds
in,
where
hits
100
1.
Thieves were absolutely
Knife goes back, that hits 2.
running the game.
Okay, with that hitting 2, they
It's so
want to
funny
see
as
what
well,
they're trying to
TenZ.
pull over towards
We
middle, try and get a
mentioned
kill
how he
for
was
us. Do we
struggling
want to
find anything with
swing?
the op on defense side, but he's still 14-8. It's like a quiet 14-8.
Okay, first buy
Just
round,
TenZ,
they
yeah,
want to do a
very-
punish
very
over towards
pedestrian.
middle. It's very common when people are
Cryo
doing
getting opener.
no
This is now the
no
third round of the
Sentinel
half, and very
comms.
quickly the third different Viper wall
weird
we've
wall
seen
in defense.
out from Stellar. This one intended to fight more for B main.
Also gives a pocket close on B main and logs.
3 segments, I
Nobody's
guess.
playing there right now, but that's always a
It's not
threat.
the worst thing I've seen.
Here.
FPX used to do this?
Spotting close.
Wait, really?
Maybe you saw a ponytail or something like that. Cryo able to
Didn't they
get another one.
Mini, didn't they
Second
start
all
doing
round
the
for
loud
him.
wall?
Trading it back though.
The
Spike just out.
one where
Reach,
it's
but
like
TenZ able to scoop it up.
this
The
to get
problem
them
is
out.
They still haven't cleared sight. You still have Cryo, you still have Stellar.
I
You
can't
have to
remember
do it.
seeing this wall, honestly.
Oh well, that's one. But Stellar still alive, backside, still being a nuisance.
Poison's off.
Time low here, and he's played
Oh,
this
really?
so well. Finally drops. Now Oscar shows up. It's 1v1
Huge
with 2 young bucks.
1-on-1. Okay. Zekin.
And with time
If he gets plant, he gets
in
all.
abundance, it just feels like an eternity. 15 seconds left. Zekin has the spike. And he is going to be able to get it down. Now Ascent pushing forward, and the
That was a
timing is
massive,
gorgeous.
massive round. A little bit
Ascent gets the
risky with
kill
that
and
plant,
gets
do
the
you not
defuse.
think?
That's a tough spot for Zekin to be in.
Yeah,
There's
it
really
is.
no safe space for him to go for that plant. He can go behind the boxes, but he could be peeking your lane. Plant down in the corner, he could be peeking your stairs.
Right.
Gone.
Not many great options, and that box is entirely spammed.
In terms of it though, right? Although they felt like this could have won this, it's a very good bonus. You offered them this before pistol, get the first 2 rounds, and then you kill 4 of them. You're gonna take that all day. So now we get down into it.
Big one traded back for
Big
100 Thieves as
rounds.
they keep a 3-round lead.
Sentinels going light armor, so they can buy next. So big round for 100 Thieves. If they
Heavy
lose this,
presence
this
towards
is.
A. It seems like once again they want to try
It feels
to
like a
at least
must-win
see if
round for
there's some threat
Sentinels.
across
Honestly,
mid.
they have 2 ults.
They're doing what I was saying.
Yeah, so
So
that
much
round there
presence
kind
on
of
that
set them
mid.
up. Recon goes over
Roman
towards
knife,
B main. They
Roman
clear
knife.
everything up. Smoke goes
Important against
middle.
a non-KJ
I
comp.
don't know if they've had
even
vision
the
the
smoke
whole
too.
time it
Yes,
feels.
Denying the info right now. If they can walk out.
No, okay,
that'd be
there was a
amazing
time
in the
where they
situation
didn't.
that's
For this guy's
currently
watching here.
As it is, but
So
TenZ
yeah, this is gonna work well. Can I get
updraft
anything
dashes
for the
with flashes
spams?
coming through.
Dude, Zekken has so much util. They managed to get over towards site without using drone, and he has ult, double shocks as well. And we're going to see a late lurk over towards short. Nice kill. That's over the flasher and the nade to get them in for the retake. That's a big person to take down. Has drone, has recon. Zekken has everything to help them out here.
They don't have any main control. Cryo's already fallen too, so they're sitting on the sidelines.
I'm looking for a shock molly from Stellar and Derek, but they just don't have the space. They don't have the material to be able to really do it.
Huge out from Def there to continue to push.
That was really
But
nice from
you were
Sentinels.
talking
The
like
denial of
actual
info
FPS.
on
Okay,
mid.
that makes sense.
So one thing that a lot of times happens when you throw like a smoke like that all the way up to
Gotcha.
spawn in mid right there, where you're blocking off the jump spot, where you're blocking off the vision of somebody peeking out into pizza. A lot of times you throw that
As
without
in, yeah, as in
information
chamber
that
meta when
somebody
they
can
were
see it.
FPS.
Somebody could see what's in front. Like, what if somebody's
Well,
just playing in pizza? But there,
that was
dark,
perfect
throwing
from
it
them.
out, everything
Really
clears
nice
it,
rounds.
And there they can throw the misdirection.
It's very much on. This ult was actually
Well, the
great.
interesting thing too is I think it was
We're
that utility
seeing
that caused the late rotation
who
over
else
the
did we
site. They had to
see
keep
do
two
that
members
ult?
over B
We saw that
because
ult
of the
pretty
threat of a push
recently
to
from
market or
someone.
B or
I
anything
want to
like that.
say it was
So it's
Verno,
just
but
little
I'm not
things,
entirely sure.
Just like that utility costs so
Where
much
it's just
doubt.
like this line here, like
broken the
these
money,
kind of
busted the
three
money here for 100
lines,
Thieves.
once they're in this
Talk about
area and you
rotation.
push them back from sight,
Stellar
it's
and
pretty,
Derek,
it's
too, who
pretty
I think
nice.
have key utility to
Was it
try to
Shazam?
deny the punt, but
Okay,
also
Shazam on
be
you too
ready
then.
to execute with that dart coming way too late, where all his teammates are already dead.
Yeah, I
It's the
remember
same thing
commenting
happening,
on it
by the
then.
way. Derek
Three-person
might
push,
end
oh
up
my
being
god,
able to
it's like
use
the
a dart
pistol
here
round all over again.
and clear back mid. This flash is huge. Nope.
Oh, a lot of space taken, big one-on-one going over towards spawn. This is...
Gets caught with the utility out, somehow stays alive, ultimately to be met with his demise. And now Def
Holy hell. Okay, dealt with this one well. And very happy to see the person over towards short, who was this? I'm very happy to see that TenZ's decision making was to go back and help this duel instead of taking this one-on-one and potentially give them a gun that can snowball out of
very,
control.
very crucial.
So, although TenZ wasn't really involved in this one, I actually really liked his decision making.
So much eye candy and honestly so much discipline from Def. To see two members there and to wait, and then strike. Very well played. Timeout being called here. A close map.
Yeah. Critical. Critical timing here for 100 Thieves on this defense side so far. I mean, they've got to come up with a solution to some of that information denial that Sentinels is throwing out. It's a great call out of Def. And it's an understanding of the comp. Without this KJ, how do they really get this information? And I think the
Using
answer
A?
is kind
Yeah,
of
it's
in
been a
Cryo's
lot.
hands. To be a little bit more aggressive in mid. They're so
The
focused
good
on
thing,
A.
the good thing
Over and over and over. We've seen 3 times now where
Sentinels
they
is
pushed
again
into A
they
mid.
don't really have to default
they
too
need
much
to
in
give
terms
up
of
on that,
like mid
because of
pressure.
how
Mid
much
pressure is
counter
just
utility is going
constantly
out
there
here.
because there's
I
no
mean, on that
killjoy.
eco
So
rush,
as
you
long as
saw
you
the
kind of
flash
show
come out, they
any
got
kind
like
of
3 people
mid
with it.
pressure or you
But the
block
counter
vision
utility
or
just forced them all
anything
back.
like that,
And you're right,
it's
the
pretty much
push
done.
was
You don't have to like
was coming.
push into middle and break an alarm board or have to do anything like that. So
But you want
it's
to be able
kind
to
of
follow
nice.
up on your
It's
utility if you don't
it
have
feels
that
nice playing
opportunity.
against no killjoy in this sometimes if they're not
The other thing
proactive
too
enough
is
for
this cat
this.
split. This cat split that coming in, usually you have mollies there potentially.
Right.
You have a lot more tools to deal with it. I think that A main push is a lot to do with how the demise is going right now. 1 round for them on this defense. We've got a close game again.
All right, here we go.
Here.
Money pretty low on this one. 1, 2,
Some key
3,
ults as
4,
well.
5. They can't buy
Online,
this.
Asna has his null command, but on the other side of the map, I'm looking
Way
not at the
slower.
ult that
Just a
Saucy
straight
has,
up
but Tef's
default,
ult,
just waiting for
right?
any kind of
He's
push
1
across
orb
the
off.
map.
All he needs to do is pick it up.
Right.
And
Pause
so
came in.
many
They're just waiting for
opportunities
something. They know
actually
they're
come
going to
out here.
change something huge up, and
Sentinels
it
right now,
is
they're trying to
this
understand. I
mid
think Def
control
specifically
and
is trying to
potentially
say,
late
okay, I
mid
saw the
control.
Viper
So yeah,
wall
we're going
How
to keep
do
an
we
eye on
play
that.
against
This
this?
is nice. Very
What are we
proactive from
actually
them.
concerned about?
If they go far,
this
this
default?
turret's going to see them, so that's going to be a nice bit of
Too
info.
concerned with mid, and they
Yep,
probably
there we
should
go.
be. There are 3 members pushing up from 100 Thieves.
Okay, gotta
Only
confirm
saw
that
one.
turret is so versatile.
But they also
Spots people
saw
pushing
the
cat, spots
KO,
people
so
pushing mid, spots
you're
people
going to
pushing
think that
B.
someone's with the KO. So the information there's kind of nice.
It's this nuanced exchange of utility. Because of the pressure in, they had to invest a drone to clear out that area of the map.
What is going on?
Second thoughts.
All right, so they decided to go back on this one. Heavy stack
Very
over towards A
interesting
at the
right now.
moment.
Def did get that orb up, remember, so he has his null command now.
30 seconds left.
And Stellar might be able to get a
KO ult insta hit.
25 seconds left.
Oh,
Ascent
they knew
does
the KO ult
great
was going
job
in and they
of
beat
canceling all
them
the
to
hit.
it.
And utility coming in.
Time is going to be a serious problem here. There's the ult. Cryo tag stays alive for now. Stellar flashed up as he tries to tuck and cover. Still suppressed. Swings around. Lands one in a second. Just on the other side. Not able to deliver. There it goes. The classic does the
I think
job.
they were okay with
Now
time. I don't think they had to
still have
rush
get
this
the spike
plant
in.
like
There's
this.
just not enough time. It's going to have to be via kills, and they're not able to pull it off. 10 for 100 Thieves.
Like, it still felt like they could have got the kill and then gone for it instead of insta going for it. That felt like there was like 6 seconds left, but there was like 12, I
Literally
think.
because of that one wall put down in mid.
But
That
either way, I
one
like the
presence.
util. I really
that
liked
Pangata
the
spots.
Ascent ult. The
And all of a
timing of it,
sudden,
I
they
thought was
spend,
great.
What was it, like 30 seconds walking back and forth in spawn?
I mean, we laughed at it initially.
Once
but
that,
yeah,
once
the
they realized
indecision
that they were in
we
mid,
saw them go back and forth.
I
didn't
think it was a
feel
consequence because of
great.
Def's ult.
Right.
But Ascent does a great job of actually ulting deep and right at the right time.
Nice late one way. They're going to be playing very passive on site with
Funny
that.
part is actually he was so far back that Zekin still could put out a dart.
It's a nice mid
that
take.
Sasi could still put
Oh,
out
it's
a
a really
dart.
nice mid take with
But
all
the
of this
rest of the
recon and
the
knife.
util couldn't come through.
Mid crunch, though, what util are you throwing in? Recon?
High ground.
Drone is finding a lot right now. They know that they're actually playing a mid setup
Wait,
because of the
drone
knife getting
drone
broken.
just spotted a lot. So,
And
this
there's
is
actually a
MVP
trap play
smoke.
going off as well. Smokes, flashes coming in towards mid. They completely wipe it, but they give up the B site in the process.
Placing
This
swarm
MVP
grenade.
smoke.
that gonna
Okay,
be enough,
this
though?
ult, Derek is
down
one
on
away.
numbers.
Gonna
This
have
interaction
no
here,
kind of
Mankata
antics to get this. If
has
Derek
his
gets a
ult.
kill, he can stop
Derek
this.
is one off.
Is it
They
behind so it
cannot
can't
give
get
up kills
spammed?
to
Yes,
Derek
it is.
Within the next 5 seconds. But what they do want to do is push up on the space that this KO gives them.
Yeah, this is kind of nice to
Exactly
get
what
into
they do.
B
It's
main.
gonna allow Pancada to at least tug.
Yeah, but he's by himself. Nobody's coming with him. Second has
Okay.
a dart.
Wait,
Maybe
what do
if
you
they get
got?
the timing right.
How much can he
2 and
find?
he's a
One
hero.
done, provides
0 and
nothing.
0
As
is
Bane
not great.
clears him out. 4v2 now.
Oi, love,
Thieves,
love
and
that
it's
I'm
down to
seeing
one.
people doing that now because this pulse
Sasi can
gets
do nothing
too
at
much.
all.
Nice ping as well. Whoever pings that potentially cry when he was dead. Not entirely sure,
What a
but
response.
I love
And
that
there's
I've
that Hunter
finally
Fury that you
seen
were
teams
just
do
talking
that.
about. Now online.
Holy hell, nice. That
Stellar
was
with his
so
ult,
sick.
dude. What is that shot from Asuna through the wall? I mean, that is just ridiculous.
See if we can get to take a look at it one more time.
Just spams the guy who's
Yeah,
literally
it
hiding
got
from-
pinged out though. It's something that they've added to their retake.
And yeah, this dart slightly missed time.
That was him.
He marks it up and spams Zekin, who's trying to hide from, I guess, the drone. So beautiful. And I have to say, a different 100 Thieves, and my feeling is, a different 100 Thieves has showed up on Ascent than the rest of the series entirely. It
Must
feels
miss
like the
that
team
one.
play is so much better.
Oh, actually.
Starting from like the tail end of Split,
Yeah, I didn't want to miss his timing on this.
Something's
He's not going to
happened
feel
on that stage
confident to
where
go
they
put his smoke
are
down.
really gelling
Just
together.
accepting it. And as we can see, it actually might make a
like
difference
the
that he
100 Thieves
missed
we saw at
this.
Champions.
Yeah, very quickly here, it may prove to be inconsequential, but we saw Stellar.
Okay, they beat everyone up over towards
not
short.
able to hit the one-way on
3
the orb
people. Dude, look at
initially.
this
Then
rotate though.
get
This
down, and
rotates
that's exactly where
fast.
they're going. They're
This
going
ult's
for
incredible.
Hunter Fury could be massive. TenZ the first to fall. Asuna
Oh my
pushing forward
God.
off
It didn't
of the
get
space
too
garnered.
much, but it got a good amount and it stopped the initial hit. Problem is they kind of over-rotated, so they have to
comes
take
on
this back, and this is a
and
question
works
mark, honestly.
still
So they're
just
going to
as
have to
good.
drone and clear this one out.
Trying to catch the timing on Derek's drone here, Def.
I mean, he's tucked. He's tucked and they have no idea. And the thing is, I don't think Sentinels, as far as I can remember, they haven't pushed into the smoke that they've been repeatedly dropping in mid. Is it expected? Yes, it is.
Cover going out.
That's another instance of Bang's off angles just being so good.
He's unreal, man.
It's his map, 17 and
30
13.
seconds left.
Yeah, he really just seemed
Small
to
chance
consistently
for
hit
them
a
to
different
win
level
this.
on Ascent. Back to the
Because
LCQ
honestly,
days, man.
Yep.
They got, if they can get over towards the site with
Paranoia as they try to
not
funnel
taking
around
too
it.
much.
Spams through and somehow
I'm a bit worried for the
they
retake.
managed
It's
to
been
get
pretty
by.
good so
They
far,
managed
but
to get through unscathed.
Okay,
10
but
seconds left.
we've seen how difficult this hold has been for Sentinels in the last round. Pancata, for example, getting up way too
TenZ
close.
gets this right.
Trying to find some way into this round, and Krau's just holding.
I mean, it's a 5v3.
He's just holding.
Ooh. Keep an eye on the
Waiting
B
to
Angel.
see if Stellar's the one who takes first contact. Second, ready for it,
Think
waiting
Chris.
for it. No armor, doesn't matter. Kill delivered. Oh my gosh!
Oh, it's so on.
Graves turned into a 3v2.
Sassy got a kill over towards lane as well.
And there's no time either.
Damn, they all won their individual
Herculean
1v1s.
save from Sentinels.
Wow, very well played. That actually keeps them in it. Did that break the economy? No, we
Remember,
got
that
some
started
5Ks, 4Ks.
By 2 players falling, TenZ immediately in tree.
Yeah, it was
And
a
Den as
massive
well,
3v5.
losing Def on the lurk
Again, it
against
was
Bang.
slightly doable with the positions, but they pretty much had to do this.
Zekin finds the flank. Pancata finds the space and spawn. Everybody contributed this.
Yeah.
Yes, individual efforts on all parts, but that's what it takes to win a 3v5 like that. And they keep themselves in it.
Cryo
they keep
op.
themselves away from
Where
fending
are
off
we?
match
Cryo
point.
op over towards B. Yeah,
And they
this.
deal a blow to 100 Thieves economy.
Dispatching
Bang is
this.
nothing but a bulldog.
Do they do the fanatic reaction or not? Nah, it doesn't look like it.
So keep
Knife
a
goes
close eye
in,
on
doesn't
that. You
hit
see
anyone
it.
with that.
They
They
don't
just
have
take a
much.
main for free, walk out.
In this round or in the next
Oh,
round.
they're gonna blast onto this. As we can see, that's perfect. Bang has flash. Let's see what the timing's like.
And he just gets spammed right through. There's the bulldog. It seems to work just fine.
Flash from door.
This is where he anchors well. He made a meal here. He made a living trying to anchor this exact site. Only able to get one.
Tell you what, the 2 on site did great. The KO nade to stop them from going out, the kill and then the Omen flash to isolate as well. Those two, in terms of Asuna and Bang, did everything. Nice peek and shot from Cryo as well.
It is Sassy and Panka. And we saw it already. When it's just them two, they just hit a different gear. Can the chemistry prove to be the difference maker yet again?
Patience from 100 Thieves cost them
Oh,
last
I mean,
time, but no, Pancata
okay,
falls
hero
to
play
Cryo.
needed.
The chemistry's just gonna have to be by itself. The dash into the smoke, the spam is there, and he's
Damn,
not able to
nicely
land it.
handled.
Derek lands a shot.
Nicely
The
handled. Yeah, I
diffuser
really want to
comes
shout
in from
out
Stellar.
Asuna and Bang here. I felt like
Honestly,
everything
we
was
shouldn't be
perfect from them.
surprised for as good as map 1 and map 2 were. For this to have been the moment that could have been separation, to be as close as it was, it's just rinse and repeat.
Cryo did great as well.
The
Kill
depth
from
of the
heaven.
map pool is where you start
Dash
to
in as
see
well.
New
Super
teams
nice.
be separated from old teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, these two in terms of their util made all of
While
this
Cryo
doable.
hasn't been a major focal point for me on this map, especially the defense. He's filling in the holes, and his patience, his style of slow, hold the angles is definitely working, especially late in these rounds.
Yeah, it's an interesting point you make, because, you know, not all jets are created equal, right? Like, you can have a very flashy, very go-in-your-face one, or you can have more of an anchor who just holds space, locks space down, doesn't give anything up, and Cryo does seem to be more of the latter.
You got a difference right in the server of TenZ and Cryo. Sometimes the things that are required of you, though, force your hand. So, for example, for TenZ right now, he is really trying to force space.
That's
on
you
his
in the
executes.
Cloud9 hat, Keeper.
And a huge discussion right now. How do you stay in this for 3 rounds? How do you bring it back? Hands crinkling his forehead there to understand and come up with an idea, come up with a solution. And that one was fast A. And ever since that mid push has started to fail them, definitely feels like 100 Thieves has gotten a beat on the game. They didn't need much on that 8-4 half to improve on.
Either way, they've gotten to this point. 100 Thieves on series point here as Sentinels, confused, try to muse their way back into this. How are they going to continue to get Ascent going? How are they going to get to overtime? And that would have been a disastrous start.
So 3 chances on this one to close it out. Cryo op.
Cryo going on the aggressive potential.
They got the Odin. They have no ult really. Asuna
He finds himself
one away.
an early kill here.
In terms of the attack, oh boy.
He won't. Not going to cheat against the turret. Not going to try to bait somebody into peeking him. Not taking risks.
What is Saucy up to over there? Opposite side of the map.
I mean,
Waiting to
he's
see,
just
I
going to
guess, if
one-man
there's gonna be a
fake and
flank.
use his
Meanwhile,
ult
the
into
rest of
this
the
one.
team
Dude, this spam
prepares to
is
exact on
getting me
beat.
nervous.
And you've still got Derek
They
here
have
with the
drone
Odin.
to get
Goes
out
to
here,
smoke
and
for
drone
his
should be able to
teammate
clear
and then
this.
try
So
to walk
Stellar
away.
should have a
There's the
rough
wall,
time.
but the
Don't
pocket that you were just alluding to, it's a bit too shallow.
no.
But they don't check it anyway. He's able to get one, not able to get the second.
I got hit by it.
Yes.
And there's no dodging that. But he somehow stays alive and continues
Ah,
to
you're a
push
hero.
forward. The flash is
That was his team
gorgeous.
flash.
Down B.
And Sasa did not commit to the flank. 3v2 now.
Sentinels still have a shot at this thing.
Bang still has a flash to get
With the
out.
numbers
Sassy
advantage,
is
can
the
they
person that
hold?
can flash them back if
Cryo
need
with
be.
the Bang is already fallen. Cryo's gonna have to do it all on
nicely
his own,
done.
and now paranoia in his face. With 100 credits, manages to stay alive. For now. You imagine he just wants to save the op, carry it into the next round.
Yeah, looking at his money, no chance he has enough to get another.
Right.
Ooh. But damage done is huge.
Yeah, because the money's not great for Sentinels either.
Yeah, it was Ascent's flash.
These two guys should be able to drop weapons in the next. They're chasing, they're hunting. TenZ has gotten deep, but no way you find him on Cat. Second might go down.
They just timed it a
10
little bit
for
wrong,
Sentinels.
backside.
And they live to fight another round.
All right.
Again, the money here is so key. I mean, Derek is 2,500.
Two chances from three.
For him, but we'll take a look at that one more time. Dude, that was so big, and Zekin was flashed.
Yep.
Fully flashed when he gets the second.
It was the
I mean,
right
Stellar
click.
could've made
That's so
meal of
unlucky.
that round.
It was his
Bang
right
went
click
very
through
fast.
that hit the guy back sight and allowed the kill.
And kind
Damn,
of you
dude.
have to, Cryo's got the op, so.
They're playing this real safe on the defensive side. Look at the buy. They still have the op for Cryo, but 2 stingers and then pistols.
Yeah. We've seen this could be a recipe for a thrifty, right? A recipe for an eco. Cryo still
Guy
got
in
the
Fred
op.
Tower's gonna spot again. He's gonna hold this for a while potentially. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Second's just on the other side.
danger.
He got tagged. He got spammed.
Okay, managed to
And
get
he's
out.
still stuck there.
It's
He
a
used
bit of
all
a
his
freebie.
mobility right now. If they can get a molly in there, something like that.
They're just so far back.
Orb has gotten him out to safety.
Yeah, manages to get out. This nade's gonna be everything.
Asuna has the ult. He feels the pressure. He can pop it. The paranoia through.
Rotate comes in,
He's still
good
patient.
positions.
Playing in the
Bang,
smoke. The paranoia's
just uses
there.
flash
They
now.
know this is a true hit because of the B push that just came out.
Cryo can win this, 36
I think he
HP
dealt
though.
some damage with that spam as well.
Hank's still on the side.
Dude, they have so many people here still.
Patience here.
Sentinels have to duel out.
From Asuna, as he still gets a kill. The op shot going a bit wide. Steph able to land a shot onto Cryo.
Got
It
to
just
break the
seems
alarm
like
bot, so they
they're
know that
really
there's a
set on
1v1 at the
not
back
investing
now.
a ton into this round.
Ooh, I like how Pancada's played this. Oh, oh my goodness, someone cover his head when he's doing that though.
Got it to a decently interesting spot here. Derek with a weapon, and Derek is clutch.
Wait.
Player
Oh,
But he's not clutch enough.
And Asuna 2
holy
HP.
hell. Last chance.
Not
Bear
really
in mind though,
lucky
they
ones to
did
pick up
just
a
low
Vandal
buy
either.
into this one.
That's not great from Def.
Nope.
Time's
Oh
fine.
no.
Okay.
No real way out.
Got a little bit worried, but it was fine.
Woo. That was
really close.
They got enough to
very
drop
close.
the
And-
op.
And the damage done. We were just talking
Yeah, they
about
drop
the prior
op.
round, like
2
any kill
ults.
that came through.
They're up
That's
against 3 ults
definitely
though, and I
hurting the
didn't see
economy.
fully what they were. I think I saw a KO.
I'm definitely seeing
not sure.
mostly Vandals on the side of Sentinels as this timeout comes.
There's 5 ults altogether, 3 for Sentinels, 2 for 100 Thieves.
An entire series.
KO,
We've gone the
Sova,
distance.
Killjoy, literally
All
the
3
best
maps
ones
have
to
gone
get
to
them on
all
sites and
rounds
win
of
a round,
regulation.
okay? Well,
And right now,
it's
Sentinels
not too bad.
has another opportunity
So
to
they
pull
might
this to a
go
second
super
overtime.
aggro, don't want to let them get
in this
B main
series.
potentially.
One more
A main
chance.
maybe.
Wonder what's going on in the comms of 100 Thieves as they call this timeout. So close, 1 round away. But the thing is, they've been a round away for a couple of rounds now.
Yep.
And Sentinels have just been... I love that he wears the aviators indoors.
Where are they? In the nitty gritty back
Don Wick up
rooms.
there, committed to
They're
it.
in the basement.
Thank you.
They put
for
them
those
in
of
the
you who laughed at that
basement.
joke. 1 round potentially to get us to overtime. 1 round potentially to close out the series. Operator in the hands of Cryo again.
3 ults.
It's like
Sentinels,
thinking
though.
that, yeah.
And they're big ones. Asuna's been great at reactively using that no command. Twice he's been able to use it as a shutdown on this defensive side. I'm looking at Zekin's ult can get canceled by that, but the KJ ult cannot. And Def as
Spam might
well.
work
They're
here.
all split right now. This could be a slow hit. If I'm Cry, I'm thinking, how can I specifically
Okay.
try to target the KJ? try to target Pancata.
Knife over towards A.
There's not very many opportunities given the fact that Sentinels are playing mostly slow.
Okay, they grouped
Especially
here
on
and they
these
did
beats, they're
just
never going
dodge
fast
the
to it.
recon. Oh, change of plan. Okay,
Spike
what is
scooped
this?
up.
A fake late mid take? What we
Rotating
done?
back B.
Derek just uses drones. They also
Yeah,
reclearing on
insta
A
saw
main
10s
too.
of that.
5 seconds on the dart. Looks like what could work here. Def looking like he wants to hit
Man,
towards
look at
Cat.
these
He's
all
gonna get knife.
center
That's gonna delay
sights.
things. With second darting in
So
for
what
him,
is it?
potentially ulting himself.
Eco,
And then they
Eco
could pivot
ult
that towards B.
mixed with KO sending it in, and it's a fake.
It's all about whether or not it lands. If he gets attacked, the Hunter's Fury used, and yeah, Bang has been
Yeah,
lit up.
Eco.
Bang is so close to dying, but he instead gets another.
It's nice.
It's also
What's the
falls.
rotate like?
Bang close by should
Derek
be able to
can
res
win
him up,
this.
though, but the rest of the hit's gonna be towards B, and Derek is there to greet it. Up close and personal, spamming through with the Odin, not able to find a second.
That's insane. Did Asuna pop his ult when he got tagged by the original fast hit so he can be rezzed? That's kind of unreal.
Right now.
To be with Stellar. But
Oh
is that,
my goodness.
Can they
I
break
mean,
it?
that could be it. That could be the demise.
Oh my god, he broke it.
He broke it. 3v2 here. 10 seconds left. Can Stellar hold it back? No!
Holy hell, we go overtime. That one was mental.
Dude, there's no
Switching
way!
sides. Overtime.
That is just pure chaos. A good call from Sentinels. They go for the fake on Cat. The ult can be still used towards B. So a lot of suppresses going off. In fact, you can see Derek was hit by it. And then the lockdown going in a very weird spot.
Down B.
Gives up his life to break it.
10 seconds left.
Nice. So, chat, 3 chances.
Dude, how is he so like,
Gone.
calm and cool and collected? Outrageous. Overtime on the cards again. TenZ with the operator. Glass cannon in play.
Whoa,
God,
whoa,
it
whoa.
feels like so
Whoa,
long
yeah,
since
yeah,
we've
yeah.
seen the attacking side
Relax
from 100
yourself.
Thieves.
Nice
Okay,
fake.
this is really cool. I wanted
TP
to point
again.
this out in the last round
I
because he's done this a
think
couple of times
one.
now.
Yeah, so okay.
Teleports back
Cryo
in
got
towards
hit by
A
the
main to
instant
suggest
knife.
that he's actually
They
taking
fake
Cubby
TP'd like they went
in
over
long
towards
to
here
just
to create
introduce,
pressure,
again, just this,
especially
like,
with
rough
that
idea
flash.
that somebody's
They
taking
kind of
space up.
clipped the wall, it looked like, but won't flow.
And that just makes challenging A main so much more difficult.
Yeah, combine that with a knife that's clearing wide.
Drone's
very
going up
close.
towards short. Nice pressure.
Little intricacy.
Def's calling.
That
I mean,
orb was what
at least
was
if you look at that
denying
last
so
round, it
much.
was
He
really,
did
really
go
good.
for this glass
The
cannon
last
out.
round was nice.
The
Got a
wall's
little
gonna
bit
allow them to
crazy.
walk
Get a
up
little bit
behind it.
crazy.
They
I'm
have
not
to
gonna
drop
lie.
it to take the next step.
I like the idea of
Second
it.
is dart. And he's close by.
Here comes the dash activated. Oh!
How is that not a kill? He literally hit the
Tries to
only
get away
spot
from
that
Cryo,
wasn't
tries to go in
a
instead.
person.
The spam lands onto Zekin. 10 still alive. The
Oh
second
my
shot
goodness.
misses. How many more shots will he get? 3v3 here. 30 HP for TenZ.
Double scope
Op
there.
still in hand.
Another
Crazy.
spam kill too.
Uh-oh.
Can he make it land? Bang's position here is huge. Yeah, he's got to find value, and he does.
Oh my goodness, he gets
But
out
they're
with
gonna
the
back out.
he gets out with the spike
Well,
as
the
well.
thing is, they don't open guns right
Pancata.
behind him, and he hears it. He hears a rotating wave. He lands a
Oh
shot.
my god.
And
they're
it's potential
sprinting.
disaster.
Look at him go. Pancata's all the way back over.
This
towards
molly,
Cat. He has
this
a
molly
straight
might
back up,
do it. What's
which
the timing
will
like
allow
on this
them
molly?
Potential. Oh, he has to run through the molly. He might die. Oh,
9 HP.
9 HP.
9
seconds
HP.
Skin of his teeth. Momentary repositioning to try.
Damn,
to get this
okay.
one down, and the time was just
Okay,
not on
they
his
get
side.
a chance to win this.
Advantage, Sentinels.
Switching sides. Match point.
This script is ridiculous.
Yeah, this one's
And it's
mad.
only the first series of the day.
Regulation win
Timeout.
for Sentinels on Fracture 13-11. Then 100 Thieves brings us to overtime on Split. They win that map. Then Sentinels brings us to OT on Ascent.
Honestly, I feel a little scammed that we didn't go to OT on Fracture. It's a little scammed.
You guys could have just written it in.
Overtime timeout called. 400 Thieves.
And I know the Riot employees are listening here on first day.
Yeah.
They got the script. There's more Riot employees in the audience right now than fans.
Unreal scenes.
Whoa, Cooper,
I mean,
he's
what's
giving
the
out
call
scrim
after
bucks.
this timeout?
think for Sentinels,
What the chef?
as
Thank
they
you
move
so much, mate.
onto the attacking side,
2 months in
we
the Slug
just
Club.
saw
Thank you for using your Prime on
kind
me.
of one
Appreciate
of the
you.
most dynamic calls you can make. And once you start using that, once that starts entering your arsenal,
Are you saying
you tend
ranked?
to lean
Okay.
towards it a lot, right? The pivots, the feints.
Okay,
Sure.
okay.
You don't have the ults in this case, though, to close this out. But you could say the same thing for 100
Nah, I'm
Thieves.
trying to skim
so
read.
it's a lot harder to call those dynamic
It's not paid off,
calls,
this
right?
one.
You don't have as many tools to lean into the fake. But that definitely is something
The LA hipsters.
that happens for IGLs
Damn.
once they realize, okay, here's how the rotation is working. A lot of times that creeps in.
Okay, so in
mind.
terms of this one, Op comes in,
If I'm Sentinels, I want to continue with this
and
default.
we get
actually
a
force
smoke
back
with
that
it.
mid stuff.
Sometimes people go for the shorty. He goes for the
He's staying
smoke.
in mid.
One suppressed.
Drone
Knife
middle.
Only tagged Derek, I believe.
Ascent has used his knife, so
So
it
he's gonna be
should
able to
feel
toggle the
so
wall up and
fine to
down.
use this drone middle,
One thing,
but
remember,
we're
Cryo
waiting
usually
for
has
it.
his Viper Orb to fall off in mid force, so he has to play a lot more passive. The Viper Orb's actually being used on the back side of B. Not sure if that's a one-way or if it's just holding so that they can't push into a boathouse.
Yeah, wait around to bring that out.
It's going to be a quiet approach from Sentinels towards A. What's
The
key? Also,
info,
no Pancada here on this
full
late lurk.
rotate
You see the
coming in.
flash, you see the dash, but there's no clash. There's
Yeah,
no
there's a
follow-up
small
after 100
window
Thieves.
here.
Baines is the first to fall, but he was there by
Damn.
himself. Dev's able to get a second.
Keep an eye on the luck as well. The luck's going to secure this. This one's
Derek
done
able to
unless
trade
Derek
back
somehow
here.
kills like 3.
Huge out from
Pancada's
Sentinels.
got this kill,
and now
right?
Pancada's able to cut off the rotations. This seems like a done deal.
Yep.
It's too easy.
The timing.
Oh my god, they
It's just
actually
too
did
easy
it.
when it looks like
3
that.
chances for 100 feet to close it out, all gone. Sentinels winning overtime. Nice statement. They looked way better. Good, like,
And it's
I don't know, in
Sentinels
terms
who
of
comes out
improvement from what we saw in
on top
lock-in,
of the
this
Battle
was,
of NA.
yeah, this was nice.
Right at the
Only 2
beginning of
maps
the
though, I
season.
guess we saw from lock-in, but
Gotta feel good for Zekin. Playing against his former teammate.
Nathan is the greatest.
Cryo.
Thank you so much, mate. 19
Gotta
months.
feel good for Sentinels and Sentinels
19
fans
months.
everywhere, given the fact.
Thanks
How
so much,
much?
Nathan.
I think there was some criticism of them in the offseason. And
Yeah, it was a
there
close one.
was. And the fact that they went out and won at lock-in.
It's a great start for
I mean,
them.
you think about that. in the
Someone said in
offseason,
chat
you
they
think
have
about
like a really
conversations of, oh, they
brutal
signed
start to this
What's gonna
tournament in
happen?
terms of
Are
the
there
teams
weak
they're playing.
points? But, Ball, I'll keep it a buck with you.
Don't
You
know
and
if
I were
that's
talking.
true.
You said you thought Sentinels
Haven't
was
really
going to win
looked
out the
at the
series,
actual,
and
like,
I didn't
who
believe
they
you.
play.
I didn't believe you. I didn't think they could pull it off. But man, the dynamic duo pairs that they have, the synergy with which they play
Dude,
together.
how on
it's just
earth do I say
unreal.
your name? I'm looking at it and it's just like Dewusli Gioli. I think that's it with the Prime. Thank you so much. Welcome into the Slug Club and Newport Nick. 2 months as well. Appreciate
I think
the
Loud
Prime.
can change that
They
a
got
lot for
NRG
people, but
next.
because of their success and winning a tournament in the
NRG,
offseason,
then Lev, then Loud. Oh, okay,
very
that
hype
is
on this team.
disgusting.
At
That is
Lock-in, things
actually
changed a little bit,
disgusting.
but the fact that they're going back to comfort and still able to experiment a little bit is a promising sign for the future. And the fact that while playing well, Sentinels is still able to actually contend with what was one of the most feared rosters at the beginning of this in the Americas League is a great sign for the future.
And once again, a happy birthday to Psycho. And what a gift, huh?
Yeah, that's a nice one. Good start from them.
What a gift. At least it's only been one series, but for now, Sen City rules this land.
I have to say, the first attempt at a merger between Brazil and North America as we merge the leagues and the continents. Promising signs for this roster.
Very
World
much so.
champions on it. Land winners as well in TenZ.